Welcome to the AT&T Girl League recap show with your host, Jordan Carothers.
Hola mis compañeros. Welcome to the Week 3 recap of the AT&T Girl Fantasy Football League. My name is, of course, Jordan Carothers, as I hope you would all know that because you've all been my friends for years. We had a great Week 3 with plenty of players scoring borderline career games, so not going to waste any time. Let's get right into the Week 3 recaps.
Football!
So for our first game, of course, we have the Mauve Avenger, my own team, versus Discount Double Checkdowns, that is our friend DV, still holding on to that Aaron Rodgers name, just won't quite let it go. But we had a very close projection going into the game, only about a 4-point difference, but I came away with it because, of course, I did. It's my league. I swore, I did some things behind the scenes you guys don't know about. But anyway, it's the wide receivers for me that are leading the way once again with Tyreek 33.7 and Devontae Adams 42. That seems to be what kind of is keeping me afloat, even with drafting some guys that won't be there for a few weeks. Those guys are keeping me going. On the other side for DV, kind of balanced all around, just kind of got sunk by a few unaspiring games by guys like Njoku and Robert Woods. Devontae Smith, that's a big one that didn't work out for him, but overall, just not quite enough to overcome me, of course, because I am the best, and even though I never won this league, but that's okay. Next matchup is Tuafinity and Beyond, Ryan Murphy versus Easy Breecey, my boy Derek. And Murphy with a big boy win in this one. Another pretty close projection going in. It projected Derek to win. It didn't quite go that way. Murphy had a lot of guys to rely on this week. Tua, of course, had the big game. We all know about that. Jamar Chase was finally Jamar Chase. A.J. Brown is finally A.J. Brown. But I think the big thing here is the Buffalo Bills defense. 9 sacks, 4 interceptions, only 1 to 6 points allowed. 3, to be exact. 33 points from his defense. On Derek's side, I mean, the Mahomes, Allen, Jefferson, big three, he's always got them to rely on, but the rest of his team really let him down this week. He got single-digit points from all 3 of his starting running backs, and that's not going to cut it. For our next matchup, we have Cousins, Digg, my Chubb, that's, of course, big man Cordell, versus I'm 12, and what is this? My old roomie Scott over here that's probably once again able to hear me through the wall doing this. It projected Cordell to win going into it, and I was hesitant. I didn't think so because of the whole Burrow injury. He had to play Derek Carr. I never trust Derek Carr as a fantasy quarterback, but it worked out for him. Even though Carr got knocked out of the game, he got big games from Kirk Cousins, Ken Walker. They carried him over Scott's team, who overall pretty good. Thielen was great, but for the most part, outside of that, no big boom games, and I think that's kind of what did Scott in. For a final matchup, can you guys see him going a little faster this time? I'm trying not to make the video 22 minutes long. No promises, but I'm working on it. Our last matchup, Deshaun, don't touch down there. Mr. Jake Maury versus Bijan Mostert, and my God. Josh is popping off here, boys. He's trying to win his 3rd championship. I'll tell you what there, Bob. He got huge games, Josh that is, from Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen with probably the best game of his career, Mike Williams before he went down. God, Amari Cooper, Raheem Mostert, who he started this time. I told you, man, if you're going to name your team after a guy, you got to play him. Jake, he had some good games in there. Watson finally looking good in a Browns uniform for the first time. Great game from Laporta. Rookie tight end sensation, but just not quite enough to overcome 321 points. That is a day, Mr. Josh. Congratulations. But that does it for the Week 3 recaps. We're going to jump right into the look ahead for Week 4. And keeping on the idea of Josh, he faces me, Mr. First Place. It's me. I'm in first place. 3-0, undefeated. And Josh is probably going to kick my ass because his team is disgusting. Keenan Allen is nasty. Mike Evans is nasty. Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Bijan Robinson, nasty. And Justin Fields for me still sucks. So yeah, they're not letting him run. So he's going to be terrible. I have to hope once again my wide receivers carry me as they've been doing. I finally got Jahan Dotson out of there. He's not doing a damn thing. And I threw Cortland Sutton in there, who after last season, I don't know if I can trust the guy, but he's there, and we'll see what happens. For our next week 4 game, Tuafinity and beyond, Mr. Ryan Murphy versus Deshaun. Don't touch down there. The Browns fan versus Mr. Brown. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know the name about the Browns guy. But it looks like projected to win. Ooh, Murphy, but it's about 50-50. Murphy projected to win by less than a point. And let's see, he's got Tua. Tua's been incredible. Jamar Chase finally did something. AJ Brown finally did something. He's got Josh Jacobs who can pop off at any minute. I feel like it's coming. Josh Jacobs was too good last year to not do it this year. Right, Jake? I mean, come on, Jake. Where's Josh Jacobs? Mr. Raiders fan. What's wrong? You told me this guy wasn't going to be incredible. I drafted him. I'm sorry. I drafted him in like 5 leagues, dude. Like, what the fuck? We'll see. It's bound to happen sooner or later. For Jake's team, he needs Deshaun to do it again. But can he do it again? I'm not overly confident. As for Jake's team, I really like Tony Pollard. Obviously, he has Travis Kelce. I'm always going to love Travis Kelce. I got to go with Murphy on this one, though. I mean, Tua's been too great. Chase and Brown finally figured it out. Like I said, I think Jacobs is bound to get it any day now. I feel like there's just a little bit more star power on Murphy's team. And that's why I got to go with him. For our next matchup, our third matchup, discount double checkdowns, Mr. Derek Vaughn versus Scott. I'm 12. And what is this? Projected to win is DV by a healthy margin, about 2. I don't like doing math. That's a lot of points. 215 to 194. So on DV's side, he's got Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts kind of not quite the same as he was last year, but still able to use his legs to get points, still putting it up through the air, still going to be good, just maybe not what we saw last season. He's got the Devontae Smith stack. Scary Terry, I like, but maybe not so much with Sam Howell, but he's got Christian McCaffrey. Javonte Williams, who, again, like Jacobs, I think is bound to pop off at any moment. Scott's got Trevor Lawrence, kind of took a step back, didn't he? I mean, he looked great last year, thought maybe, okay, this is going to be the next elite QB, and now, nope. Now he sucks again, it looks like. Maybe just for now. I think he'll turn it around, but he's got CeeDee Lamb and Metcalf at wide receiver. I love that. I don't love Tyler Boyd. I'm not a big fan. Mixon, White, Hubbard. One of these things is not like the other. Kyle Pitts. Man, what happened to that guy? Kyle Pitts needs traded. Trade Kyle Pitts to a team that passes the ball. Why do you have a tight end that's basically a wide receiver on a team that just runs the ball? I don't get it. But I'm sticking with the projection on this one. I'm going with DV. Once again, it's just he's got those star names. I think it's too hard to overcome Christian McCaffrey and Jalen Hurts. Even CJ Stroud has looked incredible. Is he going to be the first good Ohio State NFL quarterback? Maybe. I don't know. Last matchup, easy. Breecey, Derek, the other Derek, versus Cousins, Digg, Chubb. That's Cordell. And we got a projection to win for Derek, 55%, 221 to 214. And, I mean, I'm going to say it every week. Derek's got those big 3 with Mahomes, Allen, and Jefferson. The rest of his wide receivers, I don't love it. Hopkins, Pickens, and Smith and Jigba. Maybe more dynasty with Pickens and Smith and Jigba. I just don't think they're there right now. I mean, Pickens, he's getting better. Maybe I'm just a bad Steelers fan. I don't know, Jens. He's got Stevenson. Breece Hall has been super disappointing. On the other side, Cordell, he's got Kirk Cousins. He's got Joe Burrow back. He's not starting Derek Carr this week, I can tell you that much. Sorry, Div. He's got Diggs and Olave. That's beautiful. Ridley, let's see if Ridley can make a bounce back. He's been kind of not so great the last few weeks. Walker's been doing the thing. Swift has been doing the thing. Kyron's been doing the thing, even though Stafford couldn't hit him with a goddamn football last week. Evan Ingram's been surprisingly solid, surprisingly consistent, which has never been his game. But you know what? I think in this game, despite that big 3, I'm going with Cordell. I gotta do it. Cousins, Burrow. You know, Burrow looks so bad, guys. What happened? What happened is the weak calves. It's the weak calves. I don't know, but it's still Joe Burrow. It's still Stephon Diggs and Olave and Walker and Swift. I'm giving it to Cordell. I'm sorry, Derek. I know we're family. Don't disown me. But speaking of Cordell, last week we had an interview with last year's champion of the league, but he wasn't quite the full champion, I guess, was he? Because he decided to split the title, or at least the prize money, with someone else, and that will be this week's interview. So everyone say hello to our favorite big man, Cordell.
Football!
Here with the round mound of touchdown himself, Mr. Cordell Hamhawk Hambright. How you feeling, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Just waiting for Div to come on over. I have like 5 minutes before he shows up, but that's all right.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So you told me this weekend that if you won your matchup, you wanted to come on here and talk. So is there something specific you wanted to talk about? You gotta get it off your chest, talk your shit, Cordell. What you got?
No, listen. I mean, I don't want to come on here after a losing streak. I mean, it's hard to talk trash when you're coming off a loss.
Of course.
Yes. I mean, I just wanted to say it was a hard-fought win, but in the end, I believe I deserved it. So,
Coach Cordell. See, I didn't know. I didn't know if there was something specific you wanted to talk about, or if you just wanted to be on the show just for the sake of being on the show.
Listen, long-time listener, first-time caller, just to be on the show.
Long-time listener, a whole 1 week.
No, it's a great start last week. I mean, you had the champ on there. I thought it was only natural you get the other champ.
Co-champ. Yeah, the co-champ. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of talk about my character last week, and I just wanted to say that I would have taken that money all day.
Man.
And I feel bad for him because he's going to be thinking the rest of his life doing this league with us that, like, he won it, but he didn't finish it.
Yeah, just he took the nice guy route, and you wouldn't have.
No, but all seriousness, I mean, he was probably going to beat me in the end. It was coming down to, I can't remember. He had like two players and like a good 30 or 40 point lead on me. It wasn't going to turn out very well for me, but
no. See what happens this year. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another shot.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident in my chances. Luckily, I think I'm like fourth in points, and even better, I think I'm like first in points against. So even if my team's not scoring, I'm getting lucky, and people just aren't showing up for me. So,
yeah, well, I'm in first place. So anyway, let's get started here with our first question here. So I want to ask you, why do you have Nick Chubb in your IR spot, Cordell? He's not coming back.
He's not coming back, and I'm open. And I just feel with his presence there, he's a good veteran to have on the team, and
he's a good locker room guy. He's a good locker room presence.
And eventually, I know because football is football, I'm going to need that IR spot. And eventually Nick Chubb is going to be dropped.
He'll be there in spirit.
I just can't do it right now.
I get it because of the team name.
Yes.
It's got to be there.
It's got to be there. He's part of his name's on the building. All right, you can't kick him out of the building.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, so I know about this. DV knows about this. Not everyone does. Tell me in the class about your love-hate relationship with one Mr. Corey Davis.
No, Corey Davis. First off, high pick. He was like what, number 1 in 11 to Tennessee. He was
I think it was single digits, maybe.
Yeah, number 5 actually.
Yeah,
he was a top.
Like
went through Tennessee, drafted him a couple times, just didn't do anything for me. Okay, I had him in a couple leagues last year. You and I know we're in that dynasty league. He is. Everyone has that player. You just played him, you sat him, and every time I sat him, Corey Davis just decided to be the top 5 pick, and that's why to this day people who know me in fantasy football, I drafted him in. They go, hey, there's that guy who just wouldn't give up on Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, man. Rough. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up with this. In week 4, you're currently projected to lose to Derek. So tell me why I should choose you for the week 4 prediction this time.
Listen, I'm ready for this. Last week, there were some matchups being thrown out there. You're doing your predictions. I just want to say my lineup is set, okay? I got the Burrow Cousins duo. Okay, I know Burrow strong, but look at the matchups. Carolina, Tennessee, I'm liking those defenses for my quarterbacks, okay? And after you get past Derek's team, I mean, not to throw shade at him, but he's got the juggernaut of Mahomes Allen and then the little side adjustment of Justin Jefferson and a good bit of holes in that team, Derek. I'm just going to say, you need to...
Bit of a call-out. I like it.
Yes.
Talk your shit, Cordell.
That being said, at least Derek isn't the worst Derek in the league right now.
Oh, is he? Is he here? Is he with you? Did he hear that or no?
I mean, there might be another person in this room right now.
Tell him I said hi.
But
Oh, well, there he is. 2 for 1 on the interview.
But no, but I mean, after all this shade being thrown, I mean, there hasn't been too many blowouts. I know last week we had a shout out to Josh for putting up over 300 points last week. And after putting DB down, I mean, he would have beaten...
Div's at the door. I got to text him and tell him it's going to be a minute.
Yeah, he would have beaten the other, 6 members of this group. So, I mean, Josh just came up and showed up. I mean, Josh proved why he is the co-champion.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Well, actually, one last thing I do want to ask you, just real quick. Are you getting nervous about Joe Burrow? I mean, this is a guy you had to spend a pretty high pick on.
I did, and I'm a little nervous. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this man in shorts. He doesn't have the strongest looking legs, and with him with the leg injuries, I'm not confident for the future. But what really matters is everyone's out there freaking about the Taylor Swift-Kelsey duo.
Ooh.
The only thing that matters in this NFL with the Kelsey Swift is the one that's on my team was Jason Kelsey pushing my Swift to the end zone. Okay?
I love it.
And that's what's keeping me strong.
Love it. My man Cordell. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I have not looked at the matchups yet to make my predictions, but I'll keep what you said in mind, my man. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, here's this part. You ready? I know you said you like this part. Ready? Back to you, Jordan.
Football!
Thank you, Jordan, for talking to our co-champion, Mr. Cordell. So, wrapping it up with awards, hopping into the Best Transaction Award, giving it to Adam Thielen on Scott's team. Already wide receiver 11 on the season. Probably something you wouldn't really think, but he's there. 31.5 points in Week 3. Scott managed to scoop him up for free after waivers and put him on his roster to enjoy those 31 points. Weekly MVP, I don't like to just go right for the guy that scored the most points, but how can you not say it was Keenan Allen? He scored 50.46 points on the back of 18 catches for 215 yards and a 46-yard passing touchdown for Mr. Keenan Allen. Something that you don't expect to see. That Charger stack, that supercharger stack, it worked for Josh pretty well. Probably not going to work as well next week because one of them is down. But that's okay. The weekly dud, Mr. Derrick Henry. Woof. Whose team is he on? I'm sorry. I don't even remember who Derrick Henry is on. This man had 11 carries for 20 yards. What happened to King Henry? This is not very kingly. He doesn't feel like royalty anymore. He's the jester. What happened? I don't know. But 11 carries, 20 yards. He's losing a lot of snaps to Tajay Spears, who doesn't even have a goddamn ACL in his knee. Listen, Murphy, I give you credit, my friend. You've suffered your entire life as a Browns fan. This Browns defense is incredible. They're first in every statistic. They shut down Derrick Henry to 11 carries for 20 yards. If you have Derrick Henry on your team, you got to be a little nervous about it. Biggest blowout award is Mr. Ryan Murphy over Derrick, 55.41 points. And he was the underdog in that matchup, making him also the biggest upset award for the week. Congratulations to Mr. Murphy. Your award is in the mail. Worst injury. My first thought went to Derek Carr with that sprained AC joint because Cordell had to start him. But then I remembered Mike Williams tore his ACL. And Josh was really relying on that Chargers triple stack, and that's gone now. So, I don't know if you're going for Quentin Johnson or Palmer or what, but Mike Williams out for the year. Thoughts out to you, my man, Mike. But that's going to wrap it up for this week. I kept it a little bit short. Yeah, I keep it short. It's the exact same time. It's 2 minutes shorter. Whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in week 4. Yeah, that sounds about right. I got it that time.